She left me to find herself. So I sold the ring and went to Vegas. It was a Tuesday, just after 2 p.m., and I, Leo 34, was wrapping up some work emails from my home office. My phone buzzed. A message from Nora, my girlfriend of 4 years. We'd been engaged for 6 months. Planning a wedding, making guest lists, putting down deposits, the whole deal. The message read, "Leo, I need to step away and rediscover myself. I'm moving out to focus on my creative journey. Please keep the ring. I don't deserve it." I read it. Then I read it again. Then one more time. She lived in my house. The ring had cost me $12,000. And she was walking away like we were canceling brunch plans. No fight. No warning. Just that bizarre text. But strangely, I wasn't angry. Just clear. Kind of numb clarity settled over me like frost. She'd been hanging out more and more with this artsy group downtown. A collective run by this older guy named Victor. Gallery nights. Late returns. Receipts for paints and brushes that I never saw her use. It was obvious now. This wasn't just about finding herself. I replied with 2 words. Smart decision. Then I blocked her number. My next call was to Marcus, the jeweler I'd bought the ring from. "Hey Marcus. It's Leo. You remember that 2-carat princess cut I bought back in January?" "Yeah man, the engagement piece. Everything okay?" "Not really. Wedding's off. She's leaving to focus on her art." "Damn. Hurry man. I can appraise it today if you want to sell." Market shifted a bit. Probably get you around $9,800. Perfect. I'll take it. 2 hours later, Marcus was on my doorstep. I gave him the ring. He handed me a certified check. By 6 p.m. I was on a group chat with my 3 closest college buddies. Vegas this weekend. My treat. Who's in? By 9 p.m. the flights were booked, the hotel suite reserved, and the trip was happening. Nora's things, her easel, her clutter of half-finished canvases, her sacred creative corner in my garage. I didn't touch any of it. Let her figure out her own exit strategy. The trip. A blur of freedom, laughter, blackjack, and zero drama. I didn't think about Nora much. Until I got back. Monday morning I heard pounding on the front door. I opened it to find her. Nora, looking like hell. Hair unwashed, clothes wrinkled, mascara smudged like she'd been crying for days. "Leo, thank God. My key isn't working. I changed the locks." Her face crumbled. "Why would you do that? You said you were leaving. So I made it easy. I didn't mean permanently. I just needed space. I thought I'd be back in a few days." "Where have you been?" She hesitated. "Staying with some people from the collective." "Victor?" "Yes. He let me crash at his studio. His wife came back early from a trip and, let me guess, it wasn't what it looked like. Just a little 2 a.m. critique session." "Leo, don't be like that. Where's the ring?" Her hand instinctively touched her bare finger. "You said to keep it. I thought that meant you still cared." "I sold it. Vegas was great, by the way." Her knees buckled a little. "You what? You told me you didn't deserve it." I agreed. Then came the breakdown. Fawn sobs. "I'll get a job. I'll pay you back. Please, Leo." "With what money? You quit your job 2 months ago to be a full-time artist." She pleaded to move back in. I declined. She asked for a second chance. I reminded her she already had several. That Saturday she came with her sister and a U-Haul. I'd packed all her things neatly by the front door. She tried small talk. I gave her short answers. She pointed to a painting she made of the 2 of us. "Can I leave it here? I painted it for us." "No. Take your art." She asked about the coffee maker. I showed her the receipt. My card. Every shared item turned into a tug-of-war. But I had receipts. And for what I didn't, I let her take it just to be done. As they were about to leave, she gave one last try. "Leo, 4 years. That has to mean something. Can't we at least be friends? Friends don't disappear via text to shack up with married art mentors." Her sister spoke up. She made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. And everyone faces consequences. They drove off. I changed the locks again. 2 weeks later I got a call from her mom. Nora had moved into a cheap motel and told her I'd thrown her out. I told her mom to ask where Nora had been staying and why Victor's wife kicked her out. Blick. That was the last call. The mutual friend updates trickled in. Victor's wife filed for divorce. Turns out Nora wasn't his only mentee. The collective shut down. Victor fled town under a pile of debt and shame. Nora blew through her savings on hotel and storage fees, then moved back with her mom 2 hours away. She tried getting her old job back, too late. They'd hired someone else. Last I heard, she was working part-time in retail and ranting about how men are trash, and the art world is a scam. Still no self-awareness. I used the last of the ring money to finally buy a motorcycle. Joined a riding group. Made new friends. And yeah, I met someone new. Her name's Julia. She's 31, smart, grounded, has a steady job, her own apartment, and no wild ideas about creative awakenings through 40-something married art guys. The house is clean. The silence is peaceful. The clutter is gone. Sometimes the best revenge is no revenge at all. Just letting people live with the mess they made and quietly moving on. She wanted freedom. She got it. I wanted loyalty. Now I have it. And the trash took itself out. I just made sure it stayed out.